गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री
तस्मै श्री
नमः।
गुरवे
वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्बा त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः। प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः। पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे. So this will be our shloka for today's discussion. Parasharyavachah sarojamamalam. So Parasharya is Vyasa Maharshi, Parashara's son. So he is Parashara. So Parasharya is none other than Vyasa. His Vachaha is nothing but the Mahabharatam. Sarojamamalam. So his vachas is like lotus. So here Mahabharatam is being compared to lotus. Saroja is that which is born out of a lake, which is the lotus. Of course, there are many things that are born out of a lake, but usually we refer to only the lotus. And Amalam means that which is pure, that which does not have any impurities. So Vyasa's Vacha, which is Mahabharatam, is very pure and it is compared to the lotus. Geethartha Gandhotkatam. So Utkatam is like very intense, and Gandha is fragrance. So Geethartha Gandhotkatam. So Geeta, like this Mahabharata, is like lotus, right? It is compared to lotus and it is giving out the fragrance. And this fragrance is because of the Gita, which is in Mahabharata. Okay? Nanakhyana kakesaram harikatha sambodhana bodhitam. So Nanakhyana. Akhyanam means stories, that which is told. literal meaning will be that which is told. It is referred to in the context of stories. Nana khyana means many stories. Kesaram. Kesaram is like the stamen of a flower. So here, because Mahabharatam is compared to the lotus, and the lotus has this flower has so many stamens. And so Mahabharatam, which is like lotus, has many stories in it. Like how a lotus has many stamens in it. Harikatha Sambodhana Bodhitam. So here Sambodhana is like we can creation or awakening because of these stories. So these Harikathas are, all these stories are of Hari, which are like awakening us with so much of knowledge. And Abodhitam. Abodhitam is expansion. Like these stories are expanding into such a big Mahabharatam story. Okay. So Nanakhyana Kakesaram Harikatha Sambodhana Bodhitam Loke Sajjana Shat Padairaharaha. Now in the world, Sajjana means good people. Sajjanas are there, right? And then they are being compared to the honeybees, like Shat Padaihi. Shat Padaihi means that which has 6 feet. And here it is the honeybees. Like how the honeybees come over the flowers and suck the honey and feel happy, like that people in this world are also enjoying this Geetha. Day in and day out. Aharahaha means day in and day out. Pepiyamanam muda. Pepiyamanam is like drinking this honey of Geetha. They are enjoying muda, like the bees. Bhuyat Bharata Pankajam Kalimala Pradvamsina Shreyase. So Bhuyat Bharata Pankajam. So let this, Bhuyat means may it become. Okay, let this Mahabharatam, which is like the lotus, Bharata Pankajam, Kalimala Pradvamsina Shreyase. So Kalimala is the what do you say, the ill effects of Kali Yuga. Pradvamsi means let they be destroyed. Let all the ill effects of the Kali Yuga be destroyed for our own good, for our own benefit. Okay, Shreyase. So that is the meaning of this shloka. So let me recite this once again. Parasharyavachah saroja mamalam Geetartha gandotkatam Nanakhyana kakesaram Harikatha Sambodhana Bodhitam. Let the stories of Harikatha awaken us into this expansion of this big kavya. Loke sajjana shat padairaharaha pepiyamanam muda bhuyat bharata pankajam kalimala pradvamsina shreyase. Okay. So let us move into our lesson. We were doing the Shashti Vibhakti. We did until page number 23. So today we'll be working on page number 24 onwards. And Shashti Vibhakti, the main usage of Shashti Vibhakti is to show the relation between two things or two people, and also like what it has, the possession of what it has. Like Ramasya Dvau Putrau. Rama has 2 sons. Mama Dve Netre. I have 2 eyes. Like that. So what we have also to express that, also we use Shashti Vibhakti. Relation between 2 people or 2 things can also be expressed using Shashti Vibhakti in Ekavachanam. In Bahuvachanam, Shashti Vibhakti is used for an additional, to express an additional thing. That is among, in the sense of among. Pandavanam Dharmarajaha Jeshtaha. Like that. Among the Pandavas, Dharmaraja is the eldest. But then again, Pandavanam Guruhu Dronaha. Pandavas Guru is Drona. So the same Shashti Vibhakti is used in 2 different meanings to imply 2 different things. So these are the important things that you need to remember about Shashti Vibhakti. And we have done all the shabdas, akaranta pumlinga, ikaranta pumlinga, ukaranta pumlinga guruhu shabda, rikaranta pitru shabda, and then in strilinga we did akaranta strilinga sita shabda, ikaranta strilinga shabda nadi shabda, and then ikaranta matihi shabda, or yeah, and then ukaranta dhenuhu shabda, ukaranta vadhu shabda, rikaranta mata shabda, matru shabda. And then in napumsakam we did akaranta napumsaka vanam shabda, ikaranta ukaranta, dadhi and vastu, right? We did all these shabdas. Now today we'll be doing the sarvanama shabdas. So this also we very briefly discussed last week towards the end of the class. So let us work on it. So what are the prathama vibhakti rupams of the sarvanama shabda in pumlinga?
Saha taute.
Saha taute. What is the shabda here that we refer to? Tad shabda. Right? Tad shabda is Strilinga. In all three lingas we have. In Pumlinga it will become Saha taute. In Strilinga it will become Sa te taha. In Napumsakam it will become Tat te tani. Tad shabda. And then we have Etad shabda. What will it become in Pumlinga?
Eshaha etau eta. Eshaha etau ete.
Eshaha etau ete. In Strilinga, what does etad shabda become?
Esha etau etaha.
Esha ete etaha. Uttama. What forms does etad shabda take in Napumsakalinga?
Etat etau etani.
Etat
Ete palam ete etani.
Etat ete etani. Uttamam. And in Kim shabda? In Kim shabda, what will the Pumlinga forms be?
Kaha kauke.
Kaha kauke. Strilinga forms?
Ka ke kaha.
Ka ke kaha. In Napumsakalinga?
Kim ke kani.
Kim ke kani. Uttamam. These are all the Prathama Vibhakti Rupas, okay, of the Sarvanama Shabdas. Now let us look at the Shashti Vibhakti forms. So Saha taute will become Tasya tayoho tesham. Okay. And Eshaha ete, Eshaha etau ete will become Etasya etayoho etesham. Okay. So these are the Shashti Vibhakti, Ekavachana, Dvivachana and Bahuvachana forms of the Pullinga, of the Pumlinga in Tad and Etad Shabda. So Saha Purushaha, Tasya Nama Ramaha. He is a man. His name is Rama. Saha Mama Bhrata. Tasya Nama Srinivasaha. He is my brother. His name is Srinivasaha. Okay, like that. So every time we don't say he, right? His name. In that context, we use the Shashti Vibhakti. So let us look at the sentences here. On 24 we are. Shashti Vibhakti Sarvanama Shabdaha. Etasya Nama Vishnuhu. Etasyaha Nama Lakshmihi. So for etad shabda in Pumlinga, we saw that it is tasya tayoho tesham, etasya etayoho etesham, right? For Strilinga, it will be in Sita shabda, what did we do? Ayaha, nadyaha. For Ikaranta, it is nadyaha. For Akaranta, it is Sitayaha. Similarly, for Sa, it will become tasyaha. Because it is tad shabda, you will get ta for all the letters. Only prathama ekavachana rupam, you will have sa and saha in Pumlinga. There is some background noise with somebody. So tasyaha nama. Okay, tasyaha nama Sita. Sa Ramasya Patni. Tasyaha nama Sita. Sa Krishnasya bhagini. Tasyaha nama Subhadra.
Subhadra.
Like that. So, etasyaha, tasyaha, tayoho, tasam, etasyaha, etayoho, etasam. Okay. So, these will be the Strilinga Shabdas. Strilinga forms of the Shashti Vibhakti form of Tad and Etad Shabda. In Napumsakalinga, it will be exactly the same as the Pumlinga. So, tasya tayoho tesham, etasya etayoho etesham. The Napumsakalinga Shashti Vibhakti forms of the Sarvanama Shabda will be the same as the Pumlinga Shabda. Only the Strilinga will change. Even in the Kim Shabda, you will have Kasya Kayoho Kesham in Pumlinga. In Strilinga, Kasyaha Kayoho Kasam. For Napumsakam, again, it will be the same as the Pumlinga. Kasya Kayoho Kesham. Okay. And if you observe the Dvivachanam form, like how even in the regular Shabdas, Ramayoho, Sitayoho, Gauryoho, Guruvoho, because Ukara is there, we get Vakara. Like that, like the forms are the same. So here also Tayoho, Etayoho, it is the same in Pumlinga and Strilinga. So the Dvivachanam of Pumlinga and Strilinga Shashti Vibhakti forms are the same, and Napumsakalinga also. Okay. So etasyaha nama Lakshmihi. Etasya nama Mahabharatam. Okay. Mahabharatam Pustakam. So this is a book. So Napumsakalinga. In Napumsakalinga, etasya. Pumlinga also etasya. In Strilinga, we have etasyaha. So etasya nama Vishnuhu. Etasyaha nama Lakshmihi. Etasya nama Mahabharatam. Etat sambhashanam uchchaihi patata. Kachit Mahabharata pradarshini. Mata tam darshayanti putram vivrunoti. Mata, Esha Mahabharata pradarshini. Etasyaha darshanena Mahabharatam samyak avagantum shakyate. So what is happening? There is a exhibition. Pradarshini means an exhibition of Mahabharata story. So whatever the mother is showing, and she's explaining, she's showing each thing in that exhibition, and she's explaining to her son what it is. So Mata is saying, Esha Mahabharata Pradarshini. This is Pradarshini is Ikaranta Strilinga Shabda. That is why Esha Mahabharata Pradarshini. This is an exhibition of Mahabharata. Etasyaha darshanena Mahabharatam samyak avagantum shakyate. Because of this exhibition, we will understand, one will be able to understand the story of Mahabharata much better. Putraha, etasya nama kim? He is pointing to one picture and he is asking, etasya nama kim? Mata, etasya nama Dhritarashtraha. Putraha, etasyaha nama kim? Mata, etasyaha nama Gandhari. Etayoho putraha eva kauravaha. Etayoho. So this is in Dvivachanam, means their sons are Kauravaha. Their, in English, we don't have Dvivachanam. So we'll say their sons. But here, the sons of these two, Dvivachanam. In Dvivachanam, that is how it means. Etayoho putraha eva Kauravaha. The sons of these two are none other than Kauravas. Putraha. Etesham Pandavanam cha kaha sambandha. Etesham Pandavanam cha kaha sambandha. What is the relation between these and the Pandavas? Etesham means of these and the Pandavas. What is the relation? Mata. Pandavaha etesham dayadaha. So cousins. Okay. Pandavas are the cousins of these people. Etesham, of these. Putraha. Tesham etesham madhye kim pravrittam. What happened between them, between those people and these people? Mata. So of those, of these. So etesham, bahuvachana rupam. So who is the guru of those people? The guru of those people is Dronaha. Here, instead of saying those people, we can also say Pandavaha, right? Pandavanam guruhu Dronaha. Etesham guruhu kaha. Who is the guru of this group of people? Etesham, of these, in Bahuvachanam. So when we say Bahuvachanam in Sarvanamam, those people when the proximity is far away, and these group of people when the proximity is close. And Etesham when it is a group of masculine, a group of men. And in this context, I would like to mention one other thing. So if a group has completely men, then of course we are going to use masculine. If a group has completely women, then we use feminine gender. But what if a group has a mixture of men and women? Then also we use masculine only. Even if there is one man in a group of people and all the other are ladies, even then we refer to that group with Pumlinga Shabda only. Okay. So Tesham, those group of people, of those. Tesham, because it is in Shashti Vibhakti, of those group of people. If we want to simply refer to that group, then Te, right? Te itself means that group of people. Ete, this group of people. Okay, these people, those people. So those, Tesham, Etesham Madhye, Kim Pravrittam, what happened between that group of people and this group of people? Mata, Mahat Yuddham Pravrittam, Tadeva Mahabharata Yuddham, Tatra Krishnaha Pandava Pakshe Asit, Mahat Yuddham Pravrittam. So a big war has happened. Tadeva Mahabharata Yuddham. That war itself is known as Mahabharata Yuddham. Tatra Krishnaha Pandava Pakshe Asit. There in that war, Krishna was on Pandava's side. Putraha Krishnaha Mama Priyaha Devaha. Saha Tavapi Priyaha Kim. Krishna is my favorite God. Is he your favorite too? Tava. Tava means again Shashti Vibhakti of Yushmad Shabda. Yushmad Shabda means Tvam, Yuvam, Yuyam. We studied that, right? That is the Madhyama Purusha pronoun. Tvam in Ekavachanam, Yuvam, Dvivachanam, and Yuyam in Bahuvachanam. So the Shashti Vibhakti form of Tvam will become Tava. Tava api Priyaha Kim. Is he your favorite too? Mata. Asmakam deshe Krishnaha sarvesham priyaha eva. Aham tasya bhakta. So asmakam deshe. Asmakam. Again, Shashti Vibhakti Bahuvachanam of Aham Shabda. Aham, Avam, Vayam. We studied, right? Aham means I. Avam, we both. Vayam, we all. Okay? So Aham will become Mama in Shashti Vibhakti. Aham Sri Vani. Mama Nama Sri Vani. My name. That is in Ekavachanam. In Bahuvachanam, Asmakam means our. Our country. Asmakam Deshe, in our country, Krishnaha Sarvesham Priyaha Eva. Sarvesham, again. This is the Shashti Vibhakti of the Sarva Shabda. Okay? The Bahuvachana Rupam. Sarvesham, of all. Of all. Sarvesham means of all. Krishnaha Sarvesham Priyaha Eva. He is the favorite of all. Aham Tasya Bhakta. I am his devotee. Because here Mata is the one who is speaking, Bhakta, Strilinga Shabdam is used. For masculine, it would be Bhaktaha. Aham Tasya Bhakta. I am his devotee. Rakshakaha. Bhoho Kripaya Shanaihi Vadatu. Yuvayoho Sambhashanena Anyesham Vignaha Bhavet. So there the security person is there, Rakshakaha. Bhoho Kripaya Shanaihi Vadatu. So Bhoho is like Sambodhana, like hey you both, like that. Okay? Kripaya Shanaihi Vadatu. Please speak softly. Yuvayoha Sambhashanena Anyesham Vignaha Bhavet. Because of the conversation of you two, others are getting disturbed. Anyesham Vignaha Bhavet. Mata Tathaiva Bhavatu. Vatsa Avayoho Vilambaha Jataha. Chalatu Gachava. Tathaiva Bhavatu. Tatha Eva Bhavatu is the meaning. Sirisha, I'll come to you in just a second. I'll finish this line. So Tatha Eva Bhavatu. Okay, let that be. Vatsa Avayoho vilambah jataha. We will be delayed. Chalato, gachava. Come on, let's go. Okay, Sirisha.
Ma'am, I have a doubt here. This sarva shabda is it always bahuvachanam, nitya bahuvachanam, something like that?
Mostly it is used, obviously it is used in bahuvachanam many times, but occasionally there might be. I
have seen the declination of that. In ekavachanam, in shabda.
Yes. But the declension of that shabda will be in all three vachanas. See, sometimes there will be a case when people are referred to as a singular, even in English, if you notice, right? The people of India. So here, or a group of a tribe or like that. In English, that application is used occasionally in ekavachanam also. Like that, when the need arises and when a group of people are referred to as in a singular, then it could be used in a singular, as a single entity.
I have one more doubt. Here they have not given declination like Shashti Vibhakti of Bhavan and Bhavati.
So it will come. It will come later on, I think. So first, because on the sounds are being introduced slowly. Once we get comfortable with this, then we'll that also will be introduced.
And ma'am, this kasya, kayo, all this is not given in our text.
It is not given, but since the Prashnarthaka is important, because when we want to ask somebody, it is important, I'm covering, but you will get there. It will be there somewhere.
Okay, soon. We don't need to note down from what you're saying, ma'am?
No. Why? Because it will be, if not here, it will be given at the end of the book also. I'm trying to see the page numbers. On page number 200. If you go to page number 200, there you have for the Kim Shabda, Pumlinga, Strilinga, and Napumsakalinga.
Correct.
Kaha, Kau, Ke. And then if you look at the sixth, here all the vibhaktis are given. So since we have 7 vibhaktis, you look at the last but one line, Kasya, Kayoho, Kesham. Similarly, following that, we have Strilinga and Napumsakalinga Shabdas also. And we also have the Sarva Shabda in the previous table, 199. On page number 199, we have the declension for Aham Shabda, Tvam Shabda, like Asmad Shabda, Yushmat Shabda, Sarva Shabda. Okay, Sarva Shabda is there in Pumlinga, Strilinga, and Napumsaka also. Okay, but here I think Napumsaka is not given. Sarvam will be in the Napumsaka. Here only Strilinga and Pumlinga is given. Okay, and Bhavan Shabda is also given on page number 201. Bhavan Shabda is given on page number 201, top right, bottom right corner. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. But yes, ma'am. That is Pullinga Bhavat Shabdam. What will be the Strilinga? Same Bhavat only?
Bhavati. No. Bhavati, I told you many times, it is like Ikaranta Nadi Shabda.
I got it. I'm asking about the root. Bhavat only.
Root also, it will be Bhavat only, but it will get the Stri Pratyaya and it will become Bhavati. So it will follow the Nadi Shabda.
That I understood. It follows Nadi Shabda, I understood. But the root will be Bhavat or Bhavati. That is my doubt.
Bhavat only. Bhavat only.
Strilinga Bhavat Shabdam.
Yes.
Okay.
There is no Bhavati Shabda. Bhavat only, but the Stri Pratyayanta will get added and it will become Bhavati.
Okay.
So, and then, so coming back to this page number 25. So here we have a table for Etad Shabda, Pumlinga, Napumsakalinge. It is Etasya, Etayoho, Etesham. Strilinga is Etasyaha, Etayoho, Etasam. And in Tad Shabda, Pumlinga and Napumsakalinge, Tasya, Tayoho, Tesham. Strilinge, Tasyaha, Tayoho, Tasam. In Asmat Shabda, in all the 3 lingas, because there is no gender difference. Whether a man is talking or a woman is talking, it is still Mama. Avayoho Asmakam. Mama Avayoho Asmakam. Yushmat Shabda will be Tava Yuvayoho Yushmak. Okay. So now let us look at the Abhyasam. Vasudevaha Devaki. And the relation between those two is given in the brackets. Patihi Patni. Vasudevasya Patni Devaki. Devakyaha Patihi Vasudevaha. Okay. So Balaramaha Duryodhanaha. Guruhu Shishyaha. So Balaramasya Shishyaha Duryodhanaha. Duryodhanasya Guruhu Balaramaha. Harihi Lakshmihi. Harihi, what does Harihi become?
Harehe.
Harasya.
Harehe.
Is Ikaranta, right? Harehe. Harehe Patni Lakshmihi. What does Lakshmihi become?
Lakshmiyaha Patni
Patihi.
Harihi.
Lakshmiyaha Patihi Harihi.
Patihi Harihi.
Jamadagnihi Renuka. Patihi Patni. So Jamadagnihi is also again like Harihi Shabda. So Jamadagnehe Patni Renuka. Renuka Akaranta Strilinga Shabdam. So Renukayaha Patihi Jamadagnihi. Jamadagnihi. Abhimanyuhu Subhadra. What does Abhimanyuhu become?
Guru Shabdam.
Ukaranta Guru Shabdam Guroho. So Abhimanyoho.
Abhimanyoho.
Abhimanyoho Mata Subhadra. Subhadrayaha Putraha Abhimanyuhu. Uttamam. Then the next question. Bharatasya Rajadhani Dehali. Delhi means New Delhi. Delhi is called Dehali here. So Bharatam is given in the brackets. So Bharatasya Rajadhani Dehali. Here the next one Hastinapuram is given. Raja Dhritarashtraha. So Hastinapurasya Raja Dhritarashtraha. Hastinapurasya Raja Dhritarashtraha. Ravihi. Ravehe Putraha Karnaha. Ravehe Putraha Karnaha. Venuhu. Guruhu. So Guroho. Venoho Dhvani Madhuraha. Munihi. Munehe Manaha Prashantam Bhavati. So Muni's mind will be calm. Lata. Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. Lataya Shitala Bhavati. Lataya is Tritiya Vibhakti. Lataya, we are doing Shashti Vibhakti, right? So Latayah Chaya Shitala Bhavati. The Latas, the creeper's shadow is very cool. Guruhu. Arjunaha Guroho Priyaha. Arjuna is the favorite of the Guru. Manasastu para buddhihi yo dash paratastu saha. Buddhihi ikaranta. Buddhehe it will become. Okay?
Okay.
Ikaranta.
Whether it is the Strilinga or Pumlinga, it will be Buddhehe. If it is Strilinga, we have an additional option of Buddhyaha. Yes. Buddhihi is an Ikaranta Strilinga Shabdam only.
So this will be Buddhyaha, no?
Buddhyaha or Buddhehe is also fine, I'm saying. We can also, Matihi Shabda has Matehe and Matyaha. Both are correct. Okay?
How can you find, madam, one more doubt. How can we find out whether it's Hari Shabdam or Pati Shabdam?
That is only with exposure. Only with exposure. So today we discussed that Buddhihi is Ikaranta Strilinga Shabda. So you know that it is Ikaranta Strilinga Shabda.
Okay.
So the first time, there will be a first time with every Shabda. One way is as we are seeing in the usage. So in some sentences when you see Buddhyaha, then okay. So this is the Shashti Vibhakti form of Buddhi. So Buddhi is Strilinga. So with such application in usage, when we see them in usage, we will understand the linga. If we have not come across the usage of a word, and if we would like to know whether it is Strilinga or Pumlinga, dictionaries are another way of looking them up and knowing which linga they are. It is like in any other language. Even in English, when we come across some words and if we don't know what part of speech they are and what they are, then we look up, right? So similarly, either in usage, we have to understand, or we can look up in a dictionary. And I have sent the link for that dictionary, right? There you can type even in English, like English transliteration, like the BUDDHI, like that. Also you can type, and it will show you in Sanskrit only, in the Devanagari script only. And there the linga is also mentioned. The meaning is given, linga is given, and other forms also sometimes are given. All the words that start with BUDD also will be given. There will be other words also. There will be plenty of words. So you can through that dictionary. Okay.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of the seventh sentence? Manasastu para
buddhihi yaha
yo
paratastu saha. So manasaha tu para buddhihi yaha buddhihi yaha buddhehe paratah tu saha. So here manasaha tu para buddhihi. So when the manas is para is of the others, right? Yaha parahatu saha.
They have given it as manasastu in my book.
Yeah. That we have to split. That we have to split in. It is in sandhi. So manasaha tu para buddhihi yaha. So yaha buddhehe paratah tu saha manasaha tu para buddhihi. Like this is not in the prose order. So yaha means that. Here, okay, yo is again in Visarga Sandhi. So yaha we have to take that as. So yaha buddhehe paratah tu saha manasaha tu para buddhi. So when the buddhi or he whose buddhi is not there with him, okay, then the manas is also not there with him. In that sense, it will be. Okay. So here manas is mind, right? And buddhi is intelligence. So when will that intelligence or be like, he who has that intelligence in order, or when it is just going out of order, then the manaha also will not be there. In that sense, it is there. This sentence, the overall meaning of this sentence would be where the mind is not focused, there the intelligence. Basically, how do you control the manaha? With your buddhi only. So where the buddhi is not able to control the mind, there the mind also will be not there with you. In that sense, it is there.
Mind also follows buddhi. Mind also follows buddhi.
Follows buddhi if the buddhi is able to control the mind. In that sense, we can take. Because mind always needs to be controlled. And that control is by the buddhi only. Mind by itself cannot be under control by itself. We have to control. That is where we have to use our vivekam. And that is nothing but the buddhi. In that sense, it is given here. So, dash snehaha atulaha. Mata. So, what does mata become? Matuhu. Matuhu snehaha atulaha. So, atulaha means there is no second. Means that which is incomparable. So mother's sneha is incomparable. Like there is nobody else who can offer friendship like a mother. Dash mulyam adhikam. So vastu. So what does vastu become? Vastunaha. This is ukaranta napumsakalinga shabdam.
Napumsakalinga.
Vastunaha mulyam adhikam. The price of the object of the thing is high. Okay, vastunaha mulyam adhikam. So this is the ukaranta napumsakalinga shabdam like madhu. So madhunaha madhunoho madhunam. Vastunaha vastunoho vastunam. So if you have a group of things and if you want to say the price of these things, vastunam mulyam adhikam, you can say. Okay. So coming to the next.
Ma'am, one more thing, a small doubt. If someone is having a name Lakshmi, so it is showing it as the first the Pradama.
Hello. Hello. Hello, Sirisha. Your voice is not being heard.
Can you hear me?
Now I'm able to hear. Yes. Now I'm able to hear.
Okay. So if she has to tell her name, should she say Lakshmi hi, Mama Nama Lakshmi hi, or Mama Nama Lakshmi is okay? Vanishri also. Vanishri.
The Visarga also should be pronounced. Only when you are...
Because the Pradma Vibhakti is showing Visarga. That's why I had it out. Yeah.
Only when the Sambodhana is there, the Visarga is dropped.
Yes. Yes, correct. Okay. I've seen that. Right.
Okay. So in the third question, we have a picture here. In the middle, we have middle of this picture, we have Krishna. And then there are some names on the outer side, on the corners of the star. We have Vasudevaha, Balaramaha, Kuchelaha, Meera, Devaki, Rukmini, Mathura, Arjunaha. And between Krishna and each of these names, there are some relations given. So we have to make sentences using these, using this diagram. The first one is given for us. Vasudevasya putraha Krishnaha. Okay. So, and then we'll go clockwise. So then we have Balaramaha. Balaramasya sahodaraha Krishnaha. Kuchelaha.
Kuchelasya mitram Krishnaha.
Mitram only. Mitram is Napumsakalinga Shabdam. So Mitram only. Okay. Kuchelasya mitram Krishnaha. Meera.
Meerayaha Swami Krishnaha.
Meerayaha Swami Krishnaha. Devaki. Devakyaha Putraha Krishnaha. Devaki. It is like Ikaranta Nadi Shabdam. Nadi, Nadyaha. Devaki, Devakyaha. Okay. And then Rukmini.
Rukminyaha Pati Krishnaha.
Rukminyaha Patihi Krishnaha. Mathura.
Raja Krishnaha.
Mathurayaha Raja Krishnaha. Arjunaha.
Arjunasya Sakha Krishnaha.
Arjuna Sarathihi Krishnaha. Arjuna's charioteer is Krishna. Okay.
Ma'am, Mathura becomes, Mathura is a Napumsaka, it's a
Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. It is a city, but cities can get either Akaranta Strilinga Shabda, Ikaranta Strilinga Shabda, or Napumsakalinga Shabda also.
Yeah. So here it is the Strilinga.
Akaranta Strilinga. So Mathurayaha. Okay. So moving on to the next one, the fourth question. So here also Himalaya is given, Girihi Meruhu. So what are we supposed to do? Girehe Nama Himalaya. Girehe Nama Himalaya. Again, Girehe Nama Meruhu. Okay. So there are mountains. One mountain is Himalaya, the other mountain is Meruhu. So Girehe Nama Himalaya. Girehe Nama Meruhu. On both sides, we have to make the sentence. So in the second line, we have Patrika. And on the left-hand side, we have Sandeshaha. On the right-hand side, we have Chandamama. Patrika is Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. So Patrikayaha
Nama Sandeshaha. Patrikayaha Namaha Chandamama.
So Namaha, there is no Visarga. It is only Nama. Okay?
Okay.
Patrikayaha Nama Sandeshaha patrikayaah nama chandamama. Brahmavadini. Gargi is one and Maitreyi is the other. So here we have two people who are Brahmavadins.
It is Srilingam. Srilingam, is it not, madam?
Yes.
Brahmavadini. Brahmavadinyaha nama Gargi. Gargi. Brahmavadinyaha nama Maitreyi.
Yes. So Gargi and Maitreyi, they both are Brahmavadins. Okay. Brahmavadini in Strilinga. Okay. So Brahmavadinyaha nama Gargi. Brahmavadinyaha nama Maitreyi. And then we have Vadyam.
Vadyasya nama Panavaha. Vadyasya nama Gomukhaha.
Uttamam. So Vadyam is an instrument. Okay. So Vadyasya nama Panavaha. Panavaha is like a small drum and Gomukhaha is like a shankha. It looks like a shankha. It is a kind of, again, instrument, musical instrument. So Vadyasya nama Panavaha, Vadyasya nama Gomukhaha. Okay. Okay. So then, moving on to the fifth question. Here, we have a word given in the brackets. We have to put that in Shashti Vibhakti. And we have to observe whether it is in Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam or Bahuvachanam as well. Okay. So in the example, Sene is given. Senayoho madhye yuddham bhavati. Sene. Sena. Akaranta Strilinga Shabdam. So here it is in Dvivachanam. Sene. So the Dvivachanam, the Shashti Vibhakti form of this will be Senayoho. Senayoho madhye yuddham bhavati. The war is happening between two armies. Hastau. Hastau is also in Dvivachanam. Hastaha, Hastau, Hastaha. So Hastayoho. Hastayoha samyojanena Anjalihi bhavati. By the joining of the hands. How many hands do we have? 2. So that is why Dvivachanam is used. Joining of the hands results in Anjali. Hastayoho sanyojanena Anjalihi bhavati. Saha
Gurau Ashirvadam Prapnoti. Gurauho.
Guruvoho, right?
Guruho Ashirvadam Prapnoti.
One second. Here Guruhu is Ekavachanam, but in the word we are given Guru, right? So yes, it will become Guruvoho. This is in Dvivachanam. Okay. Saha Guruvoho Ashirvadam Prapnoti. Guruhu, Guru, Guravaha. This is the Prathama Vibhakti Rupam of Guruhu Shabda in Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam and Bahuvachanam. Guru is given. It is given in Dvivachanam. So Guruvoho. Okay. So he obtained the Ashirvadam of both his gurus.
How yes, it is Dvivachanam? Saha only, na? Saha.
No. One second. I'm talking about Guru. Guru is in Dvivachanam, not Saha.
Dvivachanam, Guru.
Guruhu, Guru, Guravaha, right?
Okay, Guru. Okay. That the matra I just missed.
Yes. So Guruhu, Guru, Guravaha. Guru is in Dvivachanam. Saha is in Ekavachanam only. He obtained the blessings of both his gurus. Both his Bhratarau. What does Bhratarau become?
Bhratroho.
Uttamam. Bhratroho kalahena bhagini khinna bhavati. So Bhratarau, it is in Dvivachanam. Pumlinga Shabda Rikaranta. Bhratroho. It will become, right? Kalahena. Bhratroho kalahena means because of the misunderstandings between the brothers, Bhagini khinna bhavati. Sister is sad. Okay. Shri Krishna.
Bhratarau becomes Bhratrauho.
Bhratroho. Not Bhratro. Bhratroho. Okay.
Okay.
Sri Krishna Sene is given. It is Akaranta Strilinga Sena Shabdam. So Senayoho. Sri Krishnaha Senayoho Madhye Arjunasya Ratham Sthapayati. Sri Krishna stopped the chariot in between the armies, in between the two armies. Adya Kavi Sammanana Karyakramaha Asti. Kavi. It is Dvivachanam. So what does Kavi become?
Dvivachanam.
Kavyoho.
Kavyoho. Yes. So Adya Kavyoho Sammanana Karyakramaha Asti. So 2 poets are being, what do you say that? Felicitated. Okay. The Sammana Karyakramam is for 2 poets. Is happening today. Adya Kavyoho Sammanana Karyakramaha Asti. Mama.
So Adya is now, ma'am. Adya is now.
Today.
Is it the
Adya
today?
means today.
Adya. Okay.
Mama Bhaginyau. Bhagini, Bhaginyau, Bhaginyaha. So this is in Dvivachanam. Ikaranta Dvivachanam.
Dvivachanam.
So Bhaginyoho.
Bhaginyoho.
Uttamam. So Mama Bhaginyoho Nivasaha Grame Asti. My sisters, both my sisters live in the village. Or their Nivasam is in the village. Kauravaha Pita Dhritarashtraha. So Kauravanam Pita Dhritarashtraha. So here the words are given. We have to specify the relation between them using Shashti Vibhakti. Kauravanam Pita Dhritarashtraha. Pandavaha Rakshakaha Krishnaha. Pandavanam Rakshakaha Krishnaha. Uttamam. Bharatiyaha Dharmaha Sanatanaha.
Bharatiyanam.
Bharatiyanam Dharmaha Sanatanaha. Vayam Bhasha Samskritam. Vayam will become Asmakam.
Asmakam Bhasha Samskritam.
Asmakam Bhasha Samskritam. Nadyaha Jivanam Paropakarartham. Nadinam. Nadinam. Nadinam Jivanam Paropakarartham. So the nadis are there only for others, the benefit of others. Bhashaha Janani Samskritam.
Bhashanam Janani.
Bhashanam Janani Samskritam. Uttamam. So now let us see the 6th one. And before that, right before the 6th question, we have an exercise here. Geetayaha Dashamadhyayasya Ekavimshatihi Taha Chatvarimshat Paryantam Sankhyakan Shlokan Uchaihi Pathatha Shashti Vibhakti Rupani Janita Cha. We did this exercise last time, right? We took the shlokas of the 10th chapter and we identified some Shashti Vibhakti words that are in Shashti Vibhakti. The same he has given here again. So I would like you all to do that as a homework, okay? From 21 to 40. We did most of them. Maybe we missed a few here and there. I would like you to work on it. And if you have any questions, you can always ask me, okay? About any words. So between the shlokas 21 to 40, identify all the words that are in Shashti Vibhakti. Okay, so let us move on to the 6th question. Avarane vidyamanasya shabdasya Shashti Vibhakti rupena riktasthanani purayata. So here we have words given in brackets. That word we have to put it in Shashti Vibhakti to complete the sentence. Mayuraha Meghaha Garjanam Icchanti.
Meghanam Garjanam Icchanti.
Meghanam Garjanam Icchanti. Panditaha Natakani Rachanam Karoti. Natakanam Rachanam Karoti. So basically here all the words that are given in the brackets are in Bahuvachanam. And we have discussed earlier that in Shashti Vibhakti, the Bahuvachanam for all the Ajanta words, end in Nam. So Ramanam, Sitanam, Kavinam, Gurunam, Pitrunam, in Strilinga, Gaurinam, Vadhunam, Matinam, everything, any Shabda you take, Akaranta, Ikaranta, Ukaranta, Rikaranta, as long as it is an Ajanta, means it has to end in a vowel, not if it is ending in a consonant. If it is ending in a vowel, which are the Shabdas that we are doing right now, we are doing only Ajanta Shabdas.
Not with Takaranta Pulinga Shabda, right? That?
Not the Dakaranta or Takaranta, only Ajanta, means Ach Anta. At the end, you have to have only an Ach. Then the Shashti Vibhakti Bahuvachanam will always end in Nam. Okay, so it is easy. So Mayuraha Meghanam Garjanam Ichanti. The peacocks
Madam,
like...
one more doubt. One more doubt.
Yes.
Where now we are putting somewhere we are putting Tesham and some in Srilinga Tasam we are putting. Here
Yes.
Sha and here Sa. What is where to put that Sha and where to put Sa?
For Strilinga, it will be Sa, right? Tasam. That is the Bahuvachanam of the Etad Shabda in Strilinga, in Shashti Vibhakti. For Pumlinga, it is Tesham and Etesham. For Strilinga, it is Tasam and Etasam. For Napumsaka, again, it is similar to Pumlinga, so Tesham and Etesham.
Mostly it will come in Strilinga, ma, Sa.
No, it depends on the sentence. It depends on the sentence. Whether it is Pumlinga or Strilinga, it depends on the sentence, right? So if you are talking about a group of ladies, okay, and if you want to say their, what do you say, group of ladies, their house or houses, or they live in, their city is Hyderabad. Etasam Nagaram Hyderabad Nagaram. The city of these ladies is Hyderabad. Like that. What else can you say? Etasam Devaha Krishna.
Their Shatika is blue in color.
Etasam Shatika Neelavarne Asti. Okay, Shatikaha Neelavarne Santi. Their saris are in blue color. Maybe they are all wearing blue color sari for some reason, whatever. So when you are referring to a group of ladies, then you use Etasam or Tasam. When you are referring to a group of men, then you use Etesham and Tesham. And again, that usage depends on the sentence. There is, depends on the meaning of the sentence and the context. Okay? Shyamala Bhagini, okay?
Yes, madam.
So here, Panditaha Natakanam Rachanam Karoti. So the Pandits or the scholars write Natakams. Brihaspatihi Devaha will become Devanam Guruhu Asti. Brihaspati is the Guru of the Devas. Sajjanaha Suktayaha. So based on this, what is the Shabda? Suktayaha.
Pullinga Shabda.
No, Suktihi.
Suktihi.
It is Ti, right? Sukti or Suktihi?
Strilingam. Strilingam.
Suktihi. 1 second. Let me also double check.
Strilinga.
It is like Matihi Shabda, I would say. It is like Matihi Shabda. Okay? Suktihi. It is Suktihi, like Matihi. So, Suktayaha. So, Suktinam will become.
Ma'am,
okay?
Mati is Trilingam. No, it doesn't have Visarga. It doesn't have Visarga. Mati
it has
Visarga. Mati Shabda.
It has Visarga.
In Pradama Vibhakti, it will have Visarga.
Yes, correct. The Shabda itself will not have Visargas. Shabda itself, even Rama Shabda does not have Visarga, right? The Shabda, the Pratipadikam will not have Visarga. Only the Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachana Rupam Ramaha. We call that as Rama Shabda. We don't call it as Ramaha Shabda. We call it Rama Shabda. So Mati Shabda. But in the Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam, Matihi.
Mati is Strilingam, no? Strilinga Shabdam.
Yes, correct. So here Suktihi is also like that. It is similar to Matihi Shabda. So Suktayaha is in Bahuvachanam. So Suktinam. Sajjanaha Suktinam Smaranam Kurvanti. The good people will always remember the Suktis. Sukti means good words. Okay. Gopalakaha Dhenavaha Palanam Karoti.
Dhenunam. Dhenunam.
So Dhenuhu, this is Ukaranta Strilinga Shabda, and the Shashti Vibhakti Bahuvachanam will be Dhenunam. Gopalakaha Dhenunam Palanam Karoti. So the Gopalakaha will rear or take care of the cows. Pita Vastuni Gananam Karoti. Pita Vastunam Gananam Karoti. He counts the things. The father counts the things. Will do the counting of the things. Vayam Karyakartaraha Vachanam Shrunumaha. Karyakartaraha is like a coordinator.
Pullingam.
What did you say, Devesh?
Karyakartaram.
No, Karyakartrunam. Karyakartrunam. Always, whenever you have a doubt, you go back to the Pita Shabda. Pita, what did we say for Pita in Shashti Vibhakti? Pituhu, Pitroho, Pitrunam. So, Karyakartrunam. Okay. Vayam Karyakartrunam Vachanam Shrunumaha. We should listen, or we will listen to the words of the coordinators. Okay. When somebody is coordinating, everybody has to follow their directions. Otherwise, it will become difficult to do whatever they are doing. Aham Guravaha. So Guruhu Shabda. In Shashti Bahuvachanam Gurunam. Aham Gurunam Sevam Karomi. I serve the Gurus. Okay. Sabhayam Vadyani Dhanihi Adhikaha Asti. Vadyanam Dhvanihi Adhikaha Asti. In the Sabha, the sound of the instruments is too much, is very high. Mata Apatyani Palanam Karoti. Apatyani. Apatyam is Napumsakalinga Shabdam. So Apatyanam Palanam Karoti. Apatyam means offspring. Whether it is boy or a girl. Shishuhu. It is like Shishuhu. Okay. So offspring. Like without referring to the gender, if you want to refer to the offspring, then you say apatyam. Okay. Mata apatyanam palanam karoti. Takes care of the offsprings. Okay. The seventh question.
పిల్లలు అంటాం కదా, పిల్లలు అబ్బాయిలైనా పిల్లలు
అంతే అంతే. కాకపోతే పిల్లలు are like a little older. Apatyam is like the offspring. Okay. Okay. So here in the box we have some words. We have to match them and put them in the appropriate sentences. Okay. The words that we have here are Ashwanam, Niyamanam, Mahapurushanam, Gurunam, Nadinam, Kavinam, Vachananam, Mitrayoho, Matinam, Karyakartrunam. Let us look at the sentences. Vayam Pratidinam dash Jeevana Charitram Patamaha. Mahapurushanam Jeevana Charitram Patamaha. We read the story, the life story of the great people every day. Tesham dash kavitaha ramaniyaha santi.
Kavinam.
Tesham kavinam kavitaha ramaniyaha santi. Here Tesham is used as an adjective. Okay, means the poetry of these poets. These is Tesham, poets is Kavinam. Okay, of these poets are beautiful. The poetry of these poets are beautiful. Vivekanandasya dash pathanena spurtihi labhyate.
Vachananam.
Vachananam. Vivekanandasya Vachananam Pathanena Spurtihi Labhyate. By reading the words or the statements of Vivekananda, we can get inspired. Spurtihi means like having inspiration. Tayoho dash Maitri Jagat Prasiddha.
Mitrayoho.
Tayoho Mitrayoho Maitri Jagat Prasiddha. The friendship of those two friends is very famous, is well known in the world, like Krishna and Kuchela. Dash Anusaranena Jivane Anushasanam Bhavati.
Niyamanam.
Niyamanam Anusaranena Jivane Anushasanam Bhavati. So by following in life, by following rules, okay, Anushasanam Bhavati. Anushasanam means shasanam is to like command. Shasanam. Anushasanam is also like that discipline or the right way of life will happen. Following of the right path, you can say. Dash madhye sahakara bhavaha avashyakaha. Karyakartrunam madhye sahakara bhavaha avashyakaha. So Karyakartrunam are again coordinators. So if there is more than one coordinator for an event, among them there has to be Sahakara Bhavaha, coordination, like cooperativeness. It is necessary. Avashyakaha means it is like necessary. So the cooperation between the coordinators is necessary. Dash Aikyam na Sulabham.
Matinam.
Matinam Aikyam na Sulabham. We can say that. Matihi is like again Buddhi. Okay. It is synonymous to Buddhi. Aikyam na Sulabham. It is not easy. Okay. To bring people together on the same thing. Adyatve dash jalam kalushitam bhavati.
Nadina.
Adyatve means in these days, Nadinam jalam kalushitam bhavati. The river's water is becoming polluted. Ashvapalakaha dash palanam karoti. Ashvanam palanam karoti. Dash agnya palaniya.
Gurunam
agnya palaniya. Okay, good. So any questions for anybody until now in any of the exercises?
This class is quite tough, ma'am. We have to go through it again, I think.
Yeah, that will always constantly be happening and should be happening. In the class also, I will be doing, like the Bahuvachanam we have already done, right? Pandavanam Guruhu Dronaha.
Yeah.
Kauravanam Guruhu Dronaha. It is similar to that only, but variety of sentences are given. So yes, the different in different contexts. That's all. And another reason is since there is so much of vocabulary also that is introduced through these sentences, right? So the word usages are also there. Don't worry about being able to memorize all those words immediately. But what I would suggest is you can read these sentences again and again and again, so that those words also you will become familiar with. Like Sahakara Bhavaha, Avashyakaha. Avashyakaha means is needed. Okay. Sulabham, Kalushitam, Palanam, Ramaniyaha. All these actually, if you closely observe in your whatever native language, also these words are used. Right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, words are not that tough, ma'am. Only the grammar is getting very...
So here you only focus on the Shashti Vibhakti part. Don't worry about the other grammar part. Because as and when we come to those aspects of grammar, we will discuss those parts. Here, your job is to only understand the Shashti Vibhakti Prayoga completely. Okay? So that is the reason why I am giving the meaning of the sentence. so that you will understand the overall meaning of the sentence. But why in that? So, for example, here in the fifth sentence, Jivane, Anusaranena, Jivane. So, what is Anusaranena? It is a different form. It is Tritiya Vibhakti. And Jivane is in Saptami Vibhakti. We haven't covered those Vibhaktis yet. So, don't worry about the grammatical aspects of other words right now. But exposure is important. So you are being exposed to the usage of it, which is also fine. So say, for example, it is like this. You have a child, right? You have a child, a newborn baby. The day that she is born, she or he is born, you speak sentences to her, right? You don't think, oh, she's born only today, she won't understand anything, so let me start with and you won't speak to her only amma. No, you speak whole big sentences to her.
Yes, ma'am.
And by the tone of you, by the context of it, slowly she understands that as she's growing, she will understand whatever you're speaking. She may not be able to reply to you back in a complete sentence, but like a 3-month-old or a 4-month-old, you will ask her, do you want to drink water? Shall I feed you now? Are you hungry? You speak sentences that she has no clue what you're talking about. But she's responding. Yes. Very contextually, the baby responds, right? So that exposure is important. That listening, only because of that, by the time the baby is between 1 and 2 years, they are also able to speak the complete language in present tense, past tense, future tense, all the vibhaktis, everything there. Pronouns, proper nouns. Who taught her? Did you make her sit and teach, oh, these are the pronouns, these are the nouns? This is present tense. So when you're talking about something that happened yesterday, you have to use past tense. Did you tell her all that? No. But she's speaking perfectly. How? Because she has been listening in the context. That is how actually a language has to be learned. Only through listening, speaking also happens. The more we just depend on the books, we will be very good at that. But when it comes to speaking, we have to listen. Only then that speaking happens. That is why when we go to a new place, you try to learn a language how much you try, you cannot be able to speak unless you are in that environment of people. So if you go and live in a place where your mother tongue or whatever languages you are familiar with is not spoken, immediately within like 1 month, you will learn that language. Why? Because there is no other go for you. There is no way.
Out of compulsion.
Communication, humans cannot survive. Without communication, humans cannot survive. So you will learn. You will, like, it is like a fish that falls into a river. Fish maybe is not a good choice. A baby that falls into a river, they'll learn how to swim. It will come. They have to, because otherwise they cannot survive.
I learned Telugu
also like
actually in this only the problem will be whether it is Strilinga or Pullinga. That is the main issue. And some words have both lingas. It will be in both.
Yeah.
It can be Strilinga, Napunsaka, Pullinga, Napunsaka. That is the big challenge actually to remember. Otherwise, we can very easily.
Yes. So that will happen slowly. That is fine. Mistakes keep happening, but we have to just continue. And with that constant practice, we will eventually be able to remember. And the more often we use those words, the more easy it will become to remember. If we use them occasionally, of course, it will take a little longer. It is like with any other language also, right? The most commonly used words will come to us sooner. Yes. And like Rao Garu is suggesting, like a news, how we are going to improve upon this. Like Pramila Bhagini is posting everyday news in the group, right? We can listen to it every day. It is a very short news item anyways. It doesn't take too much of our time. You can just switch it on and do whatever you're doing. You don't have to sit aside and put everything aside and then listen. You can keep listening and doing something else also if you don't have the time. If you go on to YouTube and look, there are many more videos on Samskritam, like to listen. So you can listen to any of those. And the more you listen, the more comfortable you will get. Okay. Okay. So even here, don't worry about what you are not able to understand. Here, your objective is to understand the usage of Shashti Vibhakti, and other things you grasp as much as you can. But by reading again and again, they will become more and more familiar. And the application also, when we come to that Vibhakti, we will discuss that anyways. And then you can always come back and then you will understand it much better. So right now, after you learn Shashti Vibhakti, if you go back and look, you will understand certain things much better. Mama Nama. Now, on the very first class, I told you Mama Nama Sri Vani. You had no clue what Mama is. I only told my name is. So Mama means mine. That much you knew. But what is the difference between Aham and Mama? How they are related? All that wouldn't have been cleared, wouldn't have been very clear to you on that day. But now it is much clear. So bhavatyaha. Now you will understand bhavatyaha nama kim, bhavataha nama kim. So here this bhavatyaha is the Shashti Vibhakti form of bhavati. Bhavati is like you when we are addressing women. Your name, what is your name? So this is the Shashti Vibhakti. Bhavatyaha nama Sundari. Her name is Sundari. Bhavatyaha nama Durga. Her name is, or your name is Durga, like that. Tasyaha nama Durga. Her name is Durga, like that. So as and when we are moving forward, these applications will become much and much clear to us. Initially, it will be confusing. That is normal. If it is not at all confusing, you are very good at it. If it is confusing, it is normal. It happens to everybody. And how can we overcome that? Only with practice. So if you think that it is not becoming clear, then what I would say is whatever time you are putting in is not sufficient. One thing I would like to tell very openly is, without putting in time, don't expect to understand and remember things, because our human brain works only with repetitive study and practice. Without that, many people, they simply come to the class, just listen the class, they don't open the book again until the next class, and then they keep saying, oh, it is very confusing, it is very confusing. Of course, it will be confusing if you are not working on it, as with anything else. So the very first class, I told you, on a daily basis, I need you all to practice or listen or write or whatever your mode of learning is, to do that on a daily basis. Only that will show results. Now, some of you might be here only for the listening, understanding and enjoying. That is fine. But what I'm saying is, without putting in time, don't expect the result. That is the only thing I would say without any hesitation. Okay? If you enjoy listening the class, you don't have time the rest of the week, and then again you come back, just listen and enjoy the class, that is also fine with me. I don't mind that. But don't ask me why you are not able to remember things without putting in time. Without putting in time, there is no way that anybody can remember these. So that is a must. Okay, so coming back to this, the eighth question. Bandhuvachaka padani pathatha vakyani purayata cha. Okay, so here we have bandhuvachaka padani, relations. Pituhu pita means father's father. Pituhu is Shashti Vibhakti, right, of pita. Pituhu pita, father's father, is called pitamahaha. Okay, pitamahaha. So lavaha dasharataha. Lavasya pitamahaha dasharataha. Okay. Pituhu mata, pitamahi. So pitamahaha is father's father. Pitamahi is father's mother. Okay, Nainamma. So pituhu mata, pitamahi. Lavaha Kausalya.
Lavasya pitamahi Kausalya.
Lavasya pitamahi Kausalya. Matuhu pita matamahaha means mother's father. Kushaha Janakaha.
Kushasya matamahaha Janakaha.
Kushasya matamahaha Janakaha. Matuhu mata matamahi. Mother's mother is called matamahi. Kushaha Sumedha.
Kushasya matamahi
Sumedha.
Kushasya matamahi Sumedha. पुत्रस्य पुत्रः पौत्रः दशरथः लवः
दशरथस्य पौत्रः
दशरथस्य पौत्रः लवः पुत्र्याः पुत्रः दौहित्रः means daughter's son is दौहित्रः जनकः कुशः
जनकस्य दौहित्रः
कुशः जनकस्य दौहित्रः कुशः जनका's daughter's son is कुशः सहोदरस्य पत्नी भ्रातृजाया sister-in-law like a brother's wife सहोदरस्य पत्नी भ्रातृजाया लक्ष्मणः सीता
लक्ष्मणस्य भ्रातृजाया
सीता
लक्ष्मणस्य भ्रातृजाया सीता पत्युः सहोदरः
Ma'am, we can say for Urmila and Rama also the same word Bhatrujaya because she is also brother's wife, no? Or
yes,
it should be elder to her, no?
Not necessarily. Bhatrujaya can be referred to any sister-in-law.
It is brother's wife.
Brother's wife, that's all.
Ma'am, one more. Prajavati means also elder's wife. Prajavati, we will call a sister-in-law also as Prajavati, Vadina.
Prajavati, I would say, like Prajapati is like king, right?
Yes, I heard that Prajavati also we can call sister-in-law.
Maybe it is used. Maybe it is used. Yeah. But I haven't used it in regular usage. So I'm thinking maybe it is used in the royal families.
Okay.
I'm thinking. I'll confirm that.
Prajapati, like that we used to.
Okay. Patyuhu sahodaraha. So here I'm seeing Patyuhu. Why Patyuhu is given Patihi? Patihi is like Ikaranta Shabdaha. So it should Patehe. Let me just check one thing.
Patyu, 5th and 6th is Patyu only, ma'am. Pati Shabdam.
So
it is separately given actually. It is not like Hari Shabdam. It is
not like
Pati
Harihi Shabdam. Patyu.
Yes. Patyu. Panchami and Shashti both it is Patyu.
Patyuhu only. Yes. So this is another Ikaranta Pumlinga Shabda which is different from Harihi Shabda. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Patyuhu Sahodaraha Devaraha means husband's brother. Here actually Devaraha we can say is normally referred to as the elder brother of the husband. If the brother of the husband is elder to the husband, then Devaraha we usually refer, but it is not given like that here. It is only referred to as Sahodaraha. So it can be elder or younger. Patyuhu Sahodaraha Devaraha. Sita Lakshmanaha. Here of course it is given younger brother.
Devaraha Lakshmanaha.
Sitayaha Devaraha Lakshmanaha. Patnyaha Sahodaraha Shyalaha. Patnyaha means wife's brother.
Sister.
Wife's brother. Sahodaraha. Shyalaha. So brother-in-law. Brother-in-law means wife's brother, not husband's brother. Wife's brother-in-law is called Shyalaha. Husband's brother, that brother-in-law is called Devaraha. Okay? So Arjunaha Drishtadyumnaha.
Arjunasya Shyalaha Drishtadyumnaha.
Drishtadyumnaha Kasyaha Bhrata. Draupadyaha Bhrata. Kushaha Kasya Dauhitraha.
Dasharathasya
Janakasya Dauhitraha. Kushaha Kasya Pautraha. Dasharathasya Pautraha. Sumedha Sumedha kasya matamahi?
Kushasya matamahi.
Kushasya matamahi. Sumedha kasya bharya?
Janakasya bharya.
Janakasya bharya. Kausalya kasya pitamahi?
Lavasya pitamahi.
Kausalya kasya mata?
Ramasya mata.
Ramasya mata. Kausalya kasya bharya?
Dasharatha bharya.
Uttama. So Patyuhu Bhagini Nananda. So Patyuhu, again husband's sister, is Nananda. Adabadchu. Patyuhu Bhagini Nananda. Rukmini Subhadra. Husband's brother. Rukminyaha Nananda Subhadra. Rukmini's husband's sister is Subhadra. Krishna's sister is Subhadra. So Rukminyaha Nananda Subhadra. Pituhu Sahodaraha Pitravyaha. Father's brother is Pitravyaha. Uncle, paternal uncle. Arjunaha Dhritarashtraha.
Arjunasya pitravyaha dhritarashtraha.
Arjunasya Pitravyaha Dhritarashtraha.
I mean, all these relations, it can be elder or younger, no? Sahodaraha.
Whenever Sahodaraha is said, it can be elder or younger. Yes.
Elder or
if
younger.
It is specifically mentioned as elder or younger, then it will be mentioned like Agrajaha, Anujaha. Like that. Okay.
అంటే బాబాయి మనము బాబాయి అంటే దానికి ఏం వర్డ్ ఉండదు ఈక్వల్ పెద్దనాన్న బాబాయికి ఈక్వలెంట్ వర్డ్ ఏమీ ఉండదు
లేదు
రెండిటికి సేమ్ యా
మాతుహు సహోదరః మాతులః మదర్స్ బ్రదర్ దుర్యోధనః శకునిః
మేనమామ
దుర్యోధనస్య మాతులః
శకునిః దుర్యోధనస్య మాతులః శకునిః భగిన్యాః పుత్రః భాగినేయః సిస్టర్స్ సన్ మేనల్లుడు సిస్టర్స్ సన్ ఇస్ భాగినేయః కంసస్య భాగినేయః కృష్ణః ఉత్తమం పితృవ్యస్య పత్ని పితృవ్యా మీన్స్ ప్యాటర్నల్ అంకుల్స్ వైఫ్ అర్జునః గాంధారి అర్జునస్య పితృవ్యా గాంధారి మాతులస్య పత్ని మాతులాని మ్యాటర్నల్ అంకుల్స్ వైఫ్ ఇస్ మాతులాని అభిమన్యుః రుక్మిణి అభిమన్యుః ఉకారాంత పుంలింగ లైక్ గురుః గురుః విల్ బికమ్ గురోః అభిమన్యోః మాతులాని రుక్మిణి okay okay so the 9th question is an exercise for you as a homework. Write 5 sentences describing the relations in your family. Okay, you can use all these relations. Mama pitamaha, whatever your father's name is, and then always instead of using mama you can change mama pituhu pita, my father's father is so and so. Mama matuhu pita, my mother's father is so and so. My mother's mother, mama matuhu mata, mama and all these relations.
Bhratrujaya.
Sahodarasya patni, so your brother's wife, right?
Yes.
Husband's brother, like this. You can use all these relations and write as many sentences as you can. Here the exercise asks only for 5 sentences, but you can write more. Okay, so do that as a homework. And then we have the 10th question. Etat subhashitam patata rikta sthanani purayata cha. Yes? Yes, Bindu Bhagini? You have a question?
Ma'am, I don't have
my textbook, so
okay,
difficult to.
I sent the PDF of the book. I also put it in the Google Drive. You can download it and follow that until you receive your book. Did you order for your book?
No, ma'am, I did not, because I was not able to go on that link and open it. It was a problem that.
Okay. But until then, until you resolve the issue of ordering for the book and until you get it, we have the PDF on the Google Drive also, where I put all the recordings.
Okay.
So you can download that and follow that.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Yes. So in the 10th question, let us look at this Subhashitam. Aishwaryasya vibhushanam sujanata, shauryasya vak sanyamo, vak sanyamaha, jnanasya upashamaha kulasya vinayaha, vittasya patre vyayaha, akrodhaha tapasaha, kshama balavatam, dharmasya nirvyajata, sarveshamapi sarvakaranamidam sheelam paramam bhushanam. Param bhushanam. Let us look. Aishwaryasya vibhushanam sujanata. What is the bhushana of Aishwaryam? What is the
ornament?
Ornament. What is the ornament of Aishwaryam? It is a sujanata. Sujanata means the goodness, the good qualities of a person. Okay, that are the ornaments of Aishwaryam. So when somebody is wealthy, the goodness in them, not when somebody is wealthy, sorry. How do we say that? The goodness of a person is like the Aishwaryam of that person. Actually, that is a better way to explain that. Or somebody who is wealthy, how do you say? They can use their wealth as an ornament by being good. That is another way of looking at it. Shauryasya vak sanyamaha. Shauryasya vak sanyamaha means vak samyamaha is control of speech. Shauryasya. Shauryam means that valor, right? So when somebody is valorous or very powerful, vak samyamaha, control of speech. Now we can look at Duryodhana as an example. He's always making statements out of his arrogance, right? He's making so many statements out of his arrogance. Why? Because he's very, he feels that he's very powerful and nobody can do anything to him. So he will keep, of course, inside he has that fear, but still he is always talking more than what, more than needed. So Shauryasya, Shauryasya vibhushanam vak sanyamaha. Here vibhushanam word is not repeated every time, but it is implied. So the beauty or the ornament of Shauryam is to have controlled speech. Jnanasya upashamaha. Upashamaha, we can look at it as being quiet and calm. So jnanasya vibhushanam upashamaha. So here, when somebody is very knowledgeable, if you notice people, the more knowledgeable they are, the less they speak, right? So like that we can look at this. Jnanasya vibhushanam upashamaha, kulasya vinayaha. Kulasya vibhushanam vinayaha. So here kulasya is, it is not only about caste, it is about anything, ethnicity or anything. Anything you can refer to the kula as anything. It can be caste if you want to look at it that way, or it can be religion, it can be anything basically, or belonging to a particular place. That also some people look at it as, you know, belonging to a particular place also as kula. So kulasya vinayaha. So those who belong to a particular thing, particular caste or region or language or whatever, they show the pride in that, right? So instead of showing pride, that humbleness is needed. We should never feel that we are superior to other ethnicities or groups of people or culture or whatever. So here kula, you can look at it as in many aspects. One can be caste, one can be region, one can be the culture followed or the country or whatever it is. So we need to be humble, and that is the vibhushanam of that. And then vittasya patre vyayaha. Vittasya vibhushanam patre vyayaha. Vittam means wealth. So when one has plenty of wealth, plenty of money, what is the vibhushanam of that? Not spending it on wasteful things, but donating it to people who deserve. That is the beauty of wealth, of having wealth. Akrodha tapasaha. Tapasaha are those people who have that tapas shakti. What is their vibhushanam? Akrodha. Now, when somebody has these powers of tapas, what do they do if they are arrogant? They waste it on people by cursing them with all their tapas shakti, right? Why? Because they are getting angry. So their vibhushanam is to not get angry. Do not waste the tapas shakti on cursing others because of their anger. So akrodaha tapasaha, kshama balavatam. Balavatam. Here this is the takaranta shabda. That is why balavatam. This is also in Shashti Vibhakti. Don't worry about that right now. Only for your understanding I'm telling. You don't have to memorize that or anything as of now. Kshama means of the strong people. Balavatam, of the strong people. What is their vibhushanam? It is kshama. So many times, if you notice, when a fight is going on between two people, always the stronger person wins. The weaker person, he loses because he is weak, because he knows that he cannot win the other person because the other person is strong. He gives up, right? But do you think he gave it up only because of his humbleness or whatever? I'm talking about majority of the cases. Of course, there are always people who do not, continue an altercation or a fight out of their goodness also. But generally, this is the general context. People do not get into a fight if they think that they are not going to win, right? But if they know that they can win, if they think that they have that power, then they try to go and win that war. So, but what this Subhashitam is saying is, even when you are powerful, even when you have the strength, we have to forgive that other person. That is the beauty of the strength. So beauty of the strength lies in being forgiving and not showing that strength to destroy others. So kshama, kshamayaha vibhushanam balavatam, or balavatam vibhushanam kshama. Dharmasya nirvyajata. So dharmasya, what is the vibhushanam of dharmam? Nirvyajata means honesty, transparency. Okay, so he who follows dharma has nothing to hide. He is always open. He tells what he is doing. There is nothing for him to hide. Honesty is always their quality. Sarvesham api sarvakaranamidam sheelam param bhushanam. So sarvesham api, of everyone, sarvakaranamidam. Sheelam param bhushanam. Sheelam is more code of conduct, like moral conduct. Moral conduct is the ultimate bhushanam of everybody. Okay. So that is the Subhashitam. Now let us look at the sentences. The first one is given for us. Aishwaryasya vibhushanam sujanata. Then dash vibhushanam vak sanyamaha. Kasya vibhushanam vak sanyamaha?
Shauryasya.
Shauryasya vibhushanam vak sanyamaha. Dash vibhushanam upashamaha. Kasya vibhushanam upashamaha?
Jnanasya vibhushanam upasamaha.
Jnanasya vibhushanam upashamaha. Kasya vibhushanam kim?
Kulasya vibhushanam vinayaha.
Kulasya vibhushanam vinayaha. Kasya vibhushanam patre vyayaha?
Vittasya vibhushanam patre vyayaha.
Vittasya vibhushanam patre vyayaha. Uttamam. Tapasaha vibhushanam kim? or kaha?
Akrodaha. Akrodaha.
Since akrodaha is a Pumlinga Shabdam, we can write the question as tapasaha vibhushanam kaha? Tapasaha vibhushanam akrodaha. Uttamam. Kasya vibhushanam kshama? Or kesham vibhushanam?
Balavatam vibhusanam kshama.
Balavatam is in Bahuvachanam. Shashti Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. So, in the question, Kesham Vibhushanam Kshama, we can frame it like that. Okay. Kasya Vibhushanam Kim?
Dharmasya Vibhushanam Nirvyajata. Nirvyajata.
Uttamam. Kasya Vibhushanam Sheelam or Kesham Vibhushanam Sheelam?
Sarveshamapi Vibhushanam Sheelam.
Sarveshamapi Vibhushanam Sheelam. So everybody's Vibhushanam should be Sheelam, the character, the moral conduct. Okay. Any questions so far? For anyone? So basically, Shashti Vibhakti, like this, for each Vibhakti, this, a lot of practice will be given through all these sentences. So we are looking at the application of Shashti Vibhakti in all contexts. Okay. So this is good. So the more you read these sentences, the more comfortable you will become. So you write them, but the first time it will definitely be confusing. Don't worry about it. You write down, you read again. That is the reason why I asked that daily practice, okay, for you to go over the lessons that have already happened. Okay. So shall we stop here or shall we do the next question also?
We will do it, ma'am.
Okay. 11th one. And we'll always repeat, so don't worry. Chitre vrikshasya moolam phalam cha drishtva sankhyam anusritya kasya moolasya kim phalam iti likhata. So now here we have a tree. And then we have some fruits. And we have some roots. So the roots, some roots give some fruits. Okay, there is a numbering here. Okay, 1 through 10, we have some numbers. So let us see which root gives us which phala. The first one is given here. And before that, let us see the phalas. The first one is Krodaha. The second one is Shantihi. Third one is Santapaha. Fourth is Dukkham. Fifth is Bhagavadanugraha. Sixth is Manastapaha. Seventh is Arogyam. Eighth is Punyam. Ninth is Manashantihi. And the 10th one is Safalyam. Now let us look. The first one is given for us. So Ahankaraha is given in the bracket. That is the root. Okay, which phala it leads, we have to see. Ahankarasya phalam krodaha. Okay. The second one is Kshama. What is the phalam for Kshama? Shantihi. What will the sentence?
Kshamayaha phalam shantihi.
Kshamayaha phalam shantihi. So if we forgive, we will be at peace. Okay. Many times we feel that when we forgive somebody, we are doing them a favor. No, we are actually doing ourselves a favor by holding up that anger within us, or resentment or whatever it is. It could be anger, resentment towards others or whatever it is. We are only punishing ourselves because that will affect our mind and health, the health of the mind and body, both. So, Kshama, Kshamayaha phalam shantihi. Udvegaha. So what is the third phala? Santapaha.
Udvegasya phalam santapa.
Udvegasya phalaha phalam santapaha. So santapaha is like disturbance, like grief, distress. Okay. So udvegaha is getting excited, not in the good way, but in the anxious way. Okay. Anxiety. It is more like anxiety. So anxiety will lead to distress. So we should not get anxious about anything. What will happen will happen. There is no point in getting anxious about it because that anxiety is not going to solve the problem. It will only aggravate because we will lose our balance of mind, and we might actually do what we don't want to do also sometimes. Asha. What is the phala of Asha?
Ashayaha
Ashayaha phalam dukkham. Bhaktihi. Bhaktihi. What is the phalam of bhaktihi? Bhaktehe
phalam bhagavad anugraha.
Bhaktehe phalam bhagavad anugraha. Dveshaha.
Bhakteno.
Bhaktehe, you can say bhaktyaha also, you can say, because bhaktihi is ikaranta strilinga shabda. Okay?
Oh, fine.
Dveshaha.
Dvesasya phalam
manastapaha. Dveshasya phalam manastapaha. Again, dveshaha is hatredness. Having hatredness. Manastapaha is Manastapaha only. Just mental distress. Like, the mind is so disturbed by having so much of hatred. Shuchita.
Shuchitayaha phalam arogyam.
Shuchita means cleanliness. Shuchitayaha phalam arogyam. Paropakaraha.
Paropakarasya phalam punyam.
Paropakarasya phalam punyam. Seva.
Sevayaha phalam
manashantihi.
Sevayaha phalam manashantihi. Parishramaha.
Parishramasya phalam sapalyam.
Parishramasya phalam sapalyam means successful. So parishramaha is hard work, success. So when we work hard, we'll attain success. That is what it says. Okay. So that is with this. And then in the next question, again we have some subhashitani. Simply let us read the subhashitani and understand the meanings. Punyasya phalam icchanti, punyam na nechanti manavaha, na icchanti manavaha. Phalam papasya na icchanti, papam kurvanti yatnataha. So here, punyasya phalam icchanti. So how are people? They like the result of punyam. But punyam na icchanti manavaha. They want the phalam of punyam, but they don't want punyam. Means they don't want to do punya karyas, but they want the phalam of the punyam. Phalam papasya na icchanti means papasya phalam. See, one thing you have to notice here is in subhashitams and in shlokas, the word order will be random. Okay. So we have to also learn how to put them in order. Not right now. It is way too ahead for you right now. But you have to start observing how the words are in different order. And when we are reading, how we can try to put them together. Even if you are not able to put them together in the next 6 months also, don't worry about it. But just pay attention to that. So, punyasya phalam icchanti. This is fine. Punyam na icchanti manavaha. This whole line is fine. But in the second line, phalam papasya na icchanti. So, papasya phalam na icchanti, papam kurvanti yatnataha. And they even do papakaryas. Okay. But they don't want the phalam of papam. They will do bad deeds, but they don't want the phalam of the bad deeds. They want the phalam of the punya karyas, but they don't want to do the punya karyas. So that is the meaning of this shloka. So here, what are the words that are in Shashti Vibhakti? Punyasya and then papasya. These are the two words which are in Shashti Vibhakti. And then the next is Subhashitam. Hastasya bhushanam danam, satyam kanthasya bhushanam, shrotrasya bhushanam shastram, bhushanaihi kim prayojanam. Hastasya bhushanam danam. What is the abharanam of hasta? It is danam. Means the more you donate, the more beautiful. That is the ornament of the hand. It is not bangles or other ornaments. The true ornament of a hand is danakaryas. Satyam kanthasya bhushanam. Kantha. What is the ornament of kantaha? Satyam, speaking the truth. So without speaking the truth, no matter how many abharanani you wear to your kantha, that doesn't give any beauty. Shrotrasya bhushanam shastram. So what is the bhushanam of your ears, of the listening? Shastram means we have to listen to the shastras, what the shastras say. That is the thing, not other things like gossiping and all that. Bhushanaihi kim prayojanam. When you have all these bhushanas, okay, danam for your hand, speaking the truth for your kantha, and then listening to the shastras for your ears, then why do we need these other bhushanas like the bangles or the necklaces or the earrings? We don't need. Bhushanaihi kim prayojanam. We don't even need any bhushanas when we have all these. So that is the second subhashitam. The third one, papanam shodhakam nityam paranandasya bodhakam rochakam chitta vrittinam bhajadvam nama mangalam. Okay. So papanam shodhakam nityam. So shodhakam is to purify. Okay. Papanam shodhakam nityam. We have to purify what bad deeds we have done on a daily basis. So how do we do that? By thinking what we have done today, what are the right things, what are the wrong things, and trying and avoiding to do the wrong things or correcting them if possible. Say, for example, if we, in a fit of anger, we said something harsh to somebody, then going back and apologizing is how you purify your bad acts. And not only for the sake of it, we have to really realize the mistake that we have done and correct it. And then paranandasya bodhakam. So our speech should always be happy, make others happy. It means we have to speak in such a way that it will not hurt others. Rochakam chitta vrittinam. So chitta vritti is like state of mind, right? Rochakam, enlightening, your state of mind should always be clear, should be bright and clear. Bhajadvam nama mangalam. So bhajadvam is to sing in praise of, or to smarinchadam, like always thinking of or saying the name of the Lord. Here, nama mangalam. Mangalam is like just an auspicious thing. So always we have to what do you say? Sing in praise or say good things and
bhajana.
Bhajana cheyadam.
Thinking about.
Yes. So this is the meaning of the third one. So let us see what words are in Shashti Vibhakti here. Papanam. This is in Shashti Bahuvachanam. Paranandasya. So that is in Ekavachanam. Paranandaha, Paranandasya. So paranandasya means for the happiness of others. Rochakam chitta vrittinam. So chitta vrittinam is again in Shashti Bahuvachanam. Bhajadvam nama mangalam. And in the above one, hastasya. Hastaha, hastasya, Shashti Ekavachanam. Kanthasya. Kantaha, Ekavachanam. In Shashti Vibhakti. Shrotrasya. Bhushanaihi kim prayojanam. Those are the three words in Shashti Vibhakti. So again, the 13th one is nothing but he is asking you to write all the words which are in Shashti Vibhakti in the above three Subhashitas. Okay. And in the 14th question, we have shlokas from Bhagavad Gita. This also you do as homework. We'll discuss them in the next class. So the shloka numbers are given here and a question is given. Shankha Ghoshaha Kesham Hridayani Vyadarayat. The Shankha, the sound of the Shankhas that were blown, whose hearts did they frighten? Okay, Dhartarashtranam. Dhartarashtraha means son of Dhritarashtraha, are called Dhartarashtraha. In Bahuvachanam, Dhartarashtraha. In Shashti Vibhakti Bahuvachanam, Dhartarashtranam. I shall stop this here. As much as I want to complete this, I will stop this here. We'll finish this next week and then we can move on to the next lesson next week. And in between, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to post it in the group. We can always discuss. Use the group for discussion during the week if you have any questions while you are working with any exercises. Okay. So how many of you still do not have a textbook? Only one Bhagini earlier mentioned. Anyone else who do not have the book? Okay. So I'm assuming everybody else has the book. So Bhagini, whoever it was who didn't have the book earlier, you can take help of some of us to order the book if you are not able to reach them. Do please send a message to me, so I can help you get the book. Okay. But until then, there is a PDF in the Google Drive, so you can use that until then. Okay. So we shall stop here.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Oh, it was
एक संशयं वयम् अहं प्रयत्नेन प्रथमस्थानं प्राप्तवान् इति वदामः खलु अत्र किमर्थं दत्तमस्ति प्रयत्नेन पापकार्याणि कुर्वन्ति इति
प्रयत्नेन किं कार्याणि
पापकार्याणि तत्र सुभाषितमस्ति खलु जी
पापकार्याणि yes so some people with effort also they do bad things, like see some people will scheme certain things, right, to do bad things, to harm others. They scheme things to hurt others. Maybe it is not their intention to hurt them, but to get rid of their anger, or they are jealous of somebody. Say for example, Mandara in Ramayanam, she made an effort to spoil Kaikeyi's mind about Rama, right? Did she or did she not make an attempt? So that is prayatnataha. She did papakaryam by putting in some effort into it. It did not happen unknowingly. It happened with intention. Like Shakuni, for example, he also does papakaryas intentionally. He planned for many of those. So prayatnataha, they all do papakaryas with extra effort.
Amji, idanim avagatavan. Dhanyavadah ji.
Astu. So anyone who would like to say the Shanti mantra?
Shall I say, ma'am?
Yes.
Om Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinamhaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Dhanyavada Mahodaya.
Dhanyavadaha Bhagini. Sarvebhyaha Shubharatri. Dhanyavadaha.
Shubharatri.
Dhanyavadaha.
Sarvebhyaha
Sri Vani.
Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadaha Bhagini.
Dhanyavadaha.
Samyak पाठयति भगिनी भवती.
धन्यवादः.
अद्य व्याकरणदृष्ट्या बहु सम्यक् आसीत् जी. धन्यवादः.
भवती आनन्देन पाठयति महोदये, इत्युक्ते बहु सम्यक् अस्ति. धन्यवादः महोदय.